All right. Like I said, there's no day games tomorrow.
Bullshit.
Yeah. Really fucking failing here, college basketball. Who's in charge? I want to talk to him. I could be talked into a lock here, though. The Golden Grizzlies of Oakland, Noah Beanick's Golden Grizzlies, are catching 13.5 at the Cintas Center. Now, Xavier has looked really good. But 13.5 is a big ass number. What are you doing here?
You know, I think the theme of this show is going to be the look ahead spots. Xavier's got Houston, top 5 matchup at the Cintas Center on Friday night. Look ahead spot, Oakland, quality team. They've already gone to Illinois, to Ohio State. They're not going to be intimidated. Take the points, we'll lock it up.
Let's go. Noah Beanick, your squad. What's up?
Yeah, I'm coming in here too. Basically everything that Mac just said. It's kind of an ugly slate. I don't have many bets. Feel like I'm forcing some just on a look at angle, and this is one of them. Houston on deck, like Mac mentioned, and Oakland has covers against Ohio State, Illinois, Drake, and Kelly LePepe's Loyola Marymount. So I think Oakland is probably one of your best spots of the day.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
All right, Western Illinois, the Leathernecks are catching 27.5 against Wisconsin. I hate laying a gigantic number with Wisconsin, but I think we have to. No, give me the points. I don't feel good about it though. What are you doing here?
I mean, last time they laid a big number, it was what, against Bob Morris? They weren't even close to it with the look ahead on deck. They got Marquette on Saturday. That game's circled. Marquette's gonna be a top 5 team. I'll take the points, but I don't want to lock up Western Illinois.
New Hampshire, the Wildcats are catching. They're catching 31.5 points at Yukon. Isn't Yukon playing Gonzaga on what? Was that Thursday or Friday? I feel like
Yukon has Kansas next, then North Carolina.
Oh, that's what I got Gonzaga confused with Kansas. It's at Kansas too, right? It's in the fall.
Yeah,
right?
and then they play Carolina the game after that. They're not thinking about this game. New Hampshire's not that bad.
31.5. Shall we?
I am. Let's go. Lock up New Hampshire.
Let's fucking go. Lock it up, folks.
W-I-L-D. Cats. W-I-L-D. Wildcats.
They win by 22.
I was talking to Mac pre-show. Like, New Hampshire has Clarence Daniels. He's a power forward, one of the best mid-major players in the country. This is one, I think I mentioned it with Mississippi Valley State against UConn. Maybe even another team against UConn too. But UConn's going to attract a lot of public attention tomorrow. I'd wait to bet the Wildcats here until tomorrow. You'll probably get a larger number. Me personally, morally, I can't do it. Ryan Day's from the state of New Hampshire, so fuck him.
And then Noah disappears.
Wait, you won. You won against Ohio State.
Nah,
I can understand it if you lost.
He's ready to win 4 in a row next year. Never let up. Never let up. You still owe them a couple from that Urban Meyer streak.
Part of the fun about this slate, to me, a lot of people think it's shitty. There's some cool little interstate matchups, or South Carolina versus North Carolina, like Presbyterian catching 3.5 at Elon. This game's intriguing to me. I'm excited to watch this game tomorrow. I am laying it with Elon, but I am not locking this. I just want to see it because I love college hoops. What are you doing here?
Presbyterian, the Blue Hose started out 4-0 and they were hot. They dropped a couple games in Maine and Tennessee Tech. I think there's a good bounce back against Elon. I'll take the points. I feel like this game comes right down the wire.
Troy is taking on Eastern Kentucky. Eastern Kentucky coming off that bad loss to Prairie View. And this is in Richmond, Kentucky. I know Jackson Holt, their guard, is still out, but I feel like we should smash Eastern Kentucky here. I could be talked into betting it.
Eastern Kentucky not only lost to Prairie View, lost to Tennessee Martin. So back-to-back home losses. Desperate spot here early. I think they're gonna drill Troy. I love it. Let's lock up BKU.
Let's fucking go, folks. And
What the fuck did I do wrong? Tell
so I wasn't trying to hit the Schwarzenegger sound, but I was trying to hit this.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever.
Moving along, UNBC is catching a 1.5 at Hampton. A little Virginia, Maryland battle. Love it. Both these teams kind of look like ass to me. I'm going to give me Hampton -1.5. What are you doing here?
I went back and forth on this one. I think I leaned to Hampton as well. Kind of just looking at the UNBC's probably played the harder schedule, but I'll trust Hampton here. This is a back-to-back road spot for UNBC, who just played a William and Mary.
We got an in-state battle here. Jersey special. St. Peter's is catching 15.5 at Rutgers. Give me the points. Could be talked into a lock here. What are you doing here?
I will lock up the Peacocks. You know, Rutgers got Illinois on deck. They won 4 in a row. And they're not thinking about this game. Give me the Peacocks. It's a ball game.
Let's go. Lock it up. Give me the 15.5. Peacocks fly high in any weather, damn it. I love this slate because you even get this. Manhattan heading to the fucking Bronx to take on the Fordham Rams. Manhattan's getting 11.5. I'll take the 11.5. I thought about betting it, but picks page potentially. What are you doing here?
I'm gonna give it out right now. I think that they're a live dog to win this game. I thought they actually looked all right against Yukon. 10.5, way too many with Fordham right now. I'm gonna lock up.
I'm seeing 11.5.
What I say?
I'm seeing 11.5 right now. 10.5.
Oh yeah. I'll give me 11.5. I'll lock it up. Sprinkle some on the money line. Let's go Jaspers.
All right. Give me some of that action. A little New York City classic. 11.5 points. And in case you were wondering, folks, that money line's +600. Whew. And I see some 12s out there according to the chat. So let's go. I don't have a line on this one right now. Why am I not finding this one? No, I got it. TCU's laying 35 against Houston Christian. This game's disgusting. Give me, at least it's in state though. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it with TCU. I think they're gonna fuck up Houston Christian Baptist, whatever religion they're doing nowadays.
Olstein's fucking church sitting up there, not letting any poor people in. God hates poor people. That he hasn't told you that one yet, right? Anyway, Northern Illinois is catching 11.5 against Northwestern. Get the fuck out of here. Give me Northern Illinois. Lock it up. Give me the points. Sprinkle that +600. Just a little bit. Sprinkle it. What are you doing here?
Yeah, you know, I went back and forth on this one, but the look ahead, Noah talked me into it. I like it. Northwestern's got Purdue on Friday. It's the #1 team in the country. Let's lock up Northern Illinois. Let's bring some on the money line.
Fuck yeah, man. They could win this on the money line.
Yep.
They could win this on the money line. Is it triple lock?
No, I guess I talked Mac out of Northern Illinois pre-show. The reason why I did, and I'm not betting Northwestern here either. I think it's also like somewhat of an emotional letdown spot for Northern Illinois, as that huge win against DePaul, their head coach Rashawn Burno played for DePaul. So I think that was like a huge get up spot. Try to put your name into the ring for the head coaching position next year. Because Northern Illinois has looked so good this year, but
dude,
you're in Big Ten country, They got their big high major win against DePaul. I don't know how this one's going to go against Northwestern, but I'm not betting the Wildcats because Purdue's on deck.
No. Because check us out. The Big East, people in Chicago don't give a fuck about the Big East. They care about the Big Ten. This is circled. People in the state of Illinois care about the Big Ten. This one's circled. Guarantee you. Take the fucking points. Let's go.
And I don't really like teams that have been off for 8 or 7+ days. I know Northwestern's been off for 8 days. I don't think that's an advantage. I think you want to be 3-4 days off at most. You want to stay in rhythm. So I think they're a little rusty and they're looking ahead to Purdue.
Utah Tech's laying 3.5 against Lindenwood, the penitentiary. I
do not have luck here.
Yeah, I don't bet this game. I'll lay the 3.5. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points.
I could be talked into a lock here because I think Santa Barbara's better than Fresno State. Fresno State's laying 1.5 at the Save Mart Center. Bring your fucking discount card and check out the blue light special on aisle 9. Santa Barbara's better than Fresno, I think, this year. I will take the 1.5. I am considering betting this. So what are you doing here?
I like Fresno here. They got absolutely embarrassed against James Madison, but I thought they looked pretty good against New Mexico State. I'm going to lock Fresno if you want to have a lock battle here. Let's go Fresno. Let's go Bulldogs.
All right. It's okay.
I don't like Santa Barbara this year.
It's okay. Went 3-0 in those lock battles today, but if you want to go there, we'll go there. In one corner.
The day before.
In one corner, Pick Dundee riding with the Gauchos. In the other, Moneyline Mac saying, "Give me them Bulldogs." System play coming up next.
Oh yeah.
Eastern Washington getting 13 against Washington State. Folks, did you guys watch the NIT last year? If you did, you might have saw that Eastern Washington beat Washington State by 7 on their home court. Guess what? This one's on their home court. 13 points, way too fucking much. I will load up and lock up the Eastern Washington Eagles in a rivalry game here. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this system play, kind of like all these other ones. And you look at it too, Washington State, I mean, they don't really get away from teams. Eastern Washington's gone on the road multiple times this year. They're not going to be scared of going to Pullman. Yeah, let's go. I think they're live here.
Noah?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is a buy low spot on Eastern Washington. They've played 4 high majors. They're 1-4. They have a win against a non-D1 opponent. So they're 0-4 against those high D1 majors. They're battle tested for this game. Washington State's played really good opponents so far too, but I think this is too many points and a little brother angle. This is our spot, guys.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends.
Game of the night. The Utah Utes are coming into St. Mary's. St. Mary's laying 5.5. I'm locking up St. Mary's minus 5.5. I'm not buying into Utah like the whole world is. All right. Everyone drinking that fucking Kool-Aid. What are you doing here, Mac?
Yeah, I'll join you. It's Utah's first true road game. I like to fade that angle. Give me the Gales. Lock it up.
Let's fucking go, man. North Dakota State's taking on San Jose State. San Jose State's laid 8.5. San Jose State football getting completely robbed in the Mountain West Championship. Have you seen this shit?
Yes, absolute joke with the whole tiebreaker or whatever.
They're the best team in the Mountain West, and their non-con was fucking incredible. Absolutely laughable what the Mountain West is doing to fucking San Jose State in football. However, though, this is basketball, and I think that's a little too many points. Give me the Bison plus 8.5. What are you doing here?
I think this is lock worthy. I like, give me the Bison, man. It's too many points. I think this game comes right down the wire. I've been impressed with the Bison. They got away from Grand Canyon on Saturday, but they were in that game. Give me North Dakota State. Lock it up. Noah?
This is a lock battle between me and Mac here. I think, in my opinion, every time North Dakota State's taken a big step up in competition, Creighton, UC Davis, Grand Canyon, they've lost by more than 7.5. Creighton, they lost by 29.
That Grand Canyon
UC
game
Davis,
was closer than I
15,
thought.
And Grand Canyon, they lost by 15. This is only 7.5. I got to take the Spartans in a small slate that I didn't really like too much. Give me San Jose State.
I'm going to take the points, but Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm not even giving you your fucking music.
Well, I don't get the rain man cold, but they're counting down 7, 6, 5.
Folks, we got a lock battle going on here. Noah, beat it. Spartan man. Moneyline Mac. Riding with the Bison. Yeah, I'm not going to bet that one. I respect Tim Miles too much. So, folks, that's our slate. Pretty easy show tonight, huh? Well, just to recap, my locks are the Oakland Gold Grizzlies. Actually, hold on. Before I get to my fucking locks.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. I got to get paid. All right, folks, I want to tell you that the college basketball experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy has a way to play alongside your favorite fantasy players all season long. They got NFL, NBA, NHL, and of course, college football and college basketball, baby. Simply pick higher or lower on your favorite players' fantasy stats and cash the fuck in. All right, look, they're awesome. We're even giving away sweatshirts, all right, because of how awesome they are. If you take a look right now, folks, for tomorrow's game, how about this? Let's ask Mac this one. Former UMass Minutemen guard Noah Fernandez. Higher or lower than 9.5 points for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights as they take on the Peacocks?
Let's go lower because we're both on the Peacocks. So maybe he struggles a little bit, a little sleepy spot here. We'll go lower for Noah Fernandez.
I like it. Now, Noah, Bowie, who's been in college, I feel like since fucking the 80s. Bowie's higher or lower than 4.5 assists against Northern Illinois?
I think he's going to be the best player on the floor tonight. I think he's actually probably more alive in the scoring department rather than assists tomorrow. So plus he hasn't in his last 2 games, he has not gone over that number. You have to go back to Western Michigan where he had 5 assists in that game. So I'd probably be on the lower in this one.
Folks, this is what I mean though. This is what you can do. And if you do this,
I've got another if you want.
Sure, fire away. Let's go.
All right, so the big game of the night obviously is Utah St. Mary's. St. Mary's plays better in the Moraga. I'm going to take you to a mismatch that I think is in this game. Utah's got 2 7-footers. I think they're really good down low. Aiden Mahaney's kind of got to be the difference maker here in the backcourt for St. Mary's up against Utah, who kind of was exposed by St. John's and overall in that tournament in the MTE last week. I want Aiden Mahaney higher than 13.5 points. The first game off of that terrible week, they played Davidson. Mahaney had 17 points. I mean, that's more like his performances. So I'm going to buy low here on a low line for Mahaney. And by the way, Colby, I don't remember what so JJ had the higher than yards. I gave out Coastal Loveland. Did what's his name? McCord hit the 2 touchdowns?
I think he did. I think he hit exactly 2, right?
Yeah, he just needed higher than 1.5. So that went 3 for 3.
Yeah.
For that game.
So there we go, folks. But that's why they're so great. Yeah. Like I highly recommend them. And folks, right now, if you sign up with the promo code TCE SGPN, take a screenshot, show it to us. And we're gonna have a little contest where whatever you do, DM or send me at the Colby D or at TCE on SGPN on Twitter. Send me a funny tweet with it or DM, whatever the fuck. But we're gonna give away a sweatshirt too. But get this, besides that, if you use that promo code TCE SGPN, Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100, folks. What are you doing? That's Underdog Fantasy promo code TCE SGPN. We're also brought to you by Hall of Fame Bets. Win bigger by betting smarter this NFL season with Hall of Fame Bets, the sports betting analytics platform for parlays, player props, and game lines. Research every NFL, NBA, MLB, and soccer bet with historical stats and data. Stop betting in the dark and join over 30,000 users researching with Hall of Fame Bets to craft more intelligent data-driven parlays. Download the Hall of Fame Bets app or visit hofbets.com. Use that promo code SGPN. You get 50% off your first month today. Start researching, start winning with Hall of Fame Bets. All right, folks, we are back on the College Basketball Experience. About to give away all the locks in the recap section. Pick Dundee here, riding with the Oakland Grizzlies, plus 14.5. This line just went up, didn't I say 13.5 to start it off? Why am I seeing it 14.5?
I got 14.5 before the show.
I see 14.5 right now. So yeah, Oakland Grizzlies. I'm also on New Hampshire against Yukon. I am also locking up Eastern Kentucky at home against the Troy Trojans. We are also locking up St. Peter's on the road at Rutgers and Manhattan on the road cross town at Fordham. Also locking up Northern Illinois in the points and the UC Santa Barbara in a lock battle with Mac. And final two locks are Eastern Washington and St. Mary's. Mac, fire away.
Yeah, we're both on the Oakland Grizzly Bears at Xavier. They've already proven that they can hang in these bye games. I think they're live here. New Hampshire, the look ahead spots for Yukon on deck. New Hampshire, keep it within the 30. We're going to lay it in a desperate spot with Eastern Kentucky to get right at home against the Troy Trojans. Peacocks in another little brother jersey angle here. Let's go Peacocks fly at the rack. Let's go up to the Bronx here, where we're going to have another little brother, Manhattan at Fordham. Take the points, bring them on the money line. What do we got? Northern Illinois. They just beat DePaul. I think they can keep it within the number with Northwestern because Northwestern has Purdue on deck. Maybe sprinkle some on that money line too. Fresno in the lock battle over Santa Barbara in a bounce back. Eastern Washington gets it done in Pullman once again. So definitely take the points to get in on that money line. St. Mary's a Gale smash spot against the Utes in their first road game. And me and Noah's lock battle. I got the Bison of North Dakota State over San Jose State, the Spartans. Take the points.
There we go. Noah, fire away with your locks, buddy.
3 picks here for today. Oakland plus 14.5 against Xavier. Xavier's got Houston on deck, and Oakland has covers against Ohio State, Illinois, Drake, and Loyola Marymount this year so far. Eastern Washington and a little brother angle plus 13.5 against Washington State. The Eagles have played 4 high majors. That's why they're 0-4 against D1 opponents so far this year. They're ballot tested. They'll get up for the big test. And then San Jose State minus 7.5 against North Dakota State. 3 times the Bison have stepped up in competition so far. They're 0-3 against the spread. I think the Spartans with Tim Miles and Alvaro Cardenas, they're just another level. 7.5 points isn't too many. I think they win by 3 possessions or more here.
There we go, folks. That is our show. Make sure you subscribe to the College Basketball Experience. We're here every night of the fucking season. We've been doing it for years. All right, come on. YouTube.com/the College Experience. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, folks. I see 189 people in the chat right now. What the fuck? Hit that like button. Spread the word if you can. Give us a 5-star review on iTunes or Spotify. That helps more than you realize, folks. Shout out to the people in the chat. Always great. Appreciate the donations as well. And also give us a follow on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. We're at TCE on SGPN. That is the College Basketball Experience. I am on Twitter at TheColbyD. Moneyline Max on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. Noah Beanix on Twitter at NoahB77_. We are the College Basketball Experience, folks, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Check out the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm on there tomorrow morning talking college hoops for Tuesday. And I'm on there tomorrow night talking college football championship weekend, FCS playoffs. We also host the College Football Experience, the FCS College Football Experience, the College Baseball Experience, the Big 12 Experience. Check it all out, folks. I'll also be back tomorrow morning with CJ Sullivan on the the College Football Bombs Down Under. So check out that. And get the SGPN app. You'll have access to all of our picks and podcast. It's free. We're not trying to charge you any money. So hop on over there and check that out, folks. Can't wait for all these games and can't wait to break down more action tomorrow. Folks, until next time, this is the College Basketball Experience for Monday, November 27th. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.